What's going on, guys? Black Scout Survival. Today we're going to be talking about military surplus gear and how it relates to building a survival kit. A few weeks ago I was talking to my good friend over at Exotac, Chris, and he kind of prompted me to do this video using the back home system, which is the acronym I created to kind of help you build a survival kit. The items that I recommend you have on you at all times. And this is what we're just using as military surplus gear to outfit that. You can find military surplus gear very cheap, and it's usually good quality. Military spends money on usually good quality stuff. Sometimes you get a garbage, it happens. Usually the garbage fizzles out, but they still sell it in Army Navy stores and stuff like that. So anyhow, if you don't know the acronym, pay attention. We'll go through it. I'll also put a link to an old video discussing the back home system. So the back home acronym, the mission is to get back home, right? So the first thing is blaze and burn. And a few things we have here. Blaze is the fire, sparking or flame-based ignition, and the burn is the tinder. So what we have here is we have the Doan magnesium, which is a good piece of gear. A lot of people say, oh, this didn't work. This is a great piece of survival gear. It's not a great piece of bushcraft gear where you're out there sparking a ferro rod all the time, wearing it down. This insert, this magnesium in a survival situation will save your life. Like I said, it's not bushcraft, not out there playing and sparking rods. This rod is large enough to get you through a short-term survival scenario. So good piece of gear. That magnesium will make even negligible materials work. This is my old match cap. I actually got this down at Fort Benning when I was going to airborne school, and I just got regular matches in it. So you can get these pretty cheap, and I think I got wind and waterproof, the NATO matches in there. Then we've got the Spark Light, which is the aviation survival fire starter. It's a sparking wheel in case you're injured. It's small, comes with tinder, quick tabs, which is amazing tinders. I've shown over and over and over again, but you can get these relatively cheap. I think $7 or $8. And then trioxane, which is a compressed ration heating fuel. However, it is an amazing fire starter, and it will take a spark from a ferro rod. This is my old stuff from the military that I got back in the day. So it's good stuff, and it lasts a long, long time. But that's a good, tinder for you, fire starter. The next is A, which is all-weather blanket. This is actually the all-weather blanket, but military version, combat casualty type 1 blanket. And it's aluminized, big heavy duty, and it has the grommets and all that kind of stuff. It's OD green, so you can blend in, but it has Mylar, and it can be used as a tarp, blanket, all that kind of stuff. So all-weather blanket. C cordage, obviously, 550 cord. You can't beat it. Next thing is knife. Now there's a lot of different military knives, and a lot of them are really, really good. I couldn't find my K-bar. I have one. It's the one I carried like a lot of my time in the Marine Corps in my early days. Later on I got better quality custom knives and stuff like that. But here's also my bayonet, Marine Corps bayonet. Now I wouldn't, I guess, recommend using a bayonet, but it'd probably work because this thing's really tough. Made by Ontario Knives, USA made. K-bar's a great one that's relatively inexpensive. You got the Air Force survival knife. So there's a lot of knives, and I just wanted to show this. This is a bayonet / fighting knife, utility knife. So it's meant to be used for a Marine's all-purpose knife. Next thing is headlamp. I don't know if there's technically any issued headlamps, but this is the Tactical Tactica, which is the Petzl, and you can get those for a good price. You can use it for signaling and all that kind of stuff. I don't know what's current issue, but then we have Orienteering Tools. My old military lensatic compass that I snuck away with me. But good, trusted Kaminga. These will last way longer than you and your grandkids even. So good way, to navigate, and relatively inexpensive for what you're getting. And then just some pace count beads. These are the new ones we're selling now. It's tactical ones. They're like a more camouflaged version than what we've seen. It's got skull beads, which are like a dark brown, like multicam brown, and then this, I think, multicam cordage. So we got those in store, but Ranger beads, paste beads, whatever you call them, a lot of people carry them. Metal container. We have your, bottle to carry, and then you've got your canteen cup, this is a great system. I had lots of fond memories of this bad boy right here. And you can boil your water and all that kind of stuff in this. And you can carry it in the canteen. Typically, used to like to have an all metal container, but I'm starting to lean more towards Nalgene's and cups like that than fully titanium, just because of cold weather, putting that steel to your mouth and stuff like that. But next thing is E, which is emergency signal. Now I have quite a few emergency signaling devices. I have this is my military one when I was in the Marines. Signal mirror here. And it's got a sighting hole and all that kind of stuff. So you can also check for wounds and things like that. Check your makeup, guys. Cami paint makeup, that's what I mean. So then we got a whistle, military whistle. I really, I had to get this back in the day. They made us carry these, but that rattle can freeze up and all that kind of stuff. Signal flare pin. Basically how this works is that you screw in your flare and then pop it, and you can signal overhead and stuff like that. These are a little bit more difficult to find, but you can get those. And then we have a military strobe. This is the IR housing, so you can turn that on, see if it'll pop. The other benefit of this is like overhead when the airplane, sometimes when they see that strobe, they think it's rifle fire. So you can go like this, it drops that blue filter. I don't know if you can see that or not, but kind of show, it'll show a blue flashing light versus the where they might think it's gunfire. So, or you can go IR, which most people would in today's time because of night vision goggles. But anyhow, guys, that's just a loadout of various, surplus or military gear, stuff you can get and make a back home system. All this stuff worked really well. You can also add a poncho liner, and have a really good kit with surplus gear. So, you don't always have to have the Gucci gear. Quality gear can be found at a reasonable price. So anyhow, guys, hope you enjoyed it, and thanks for watching Black Scout Survival.